Hello again, everybody. It is another Wednesday for our Talking Dog live stream. Welcome back. I'm just sorry for being a couple minutes late. I just had to get a couple things handled. But anyways, here we are. We have a really fun day for you, or a fun hour. I'm here. My name is Arturo Celleri. I'm Anahata's right paw. That's what we call myself around here. I'm her assistant to all things with the dogs and all our projects that we work on together. Um, I know I've been here for many of these, and what many of you don't know is that I'm a chemistry teacher. I'm a biochemistry teacher. Well, I used to do that. And I thought that it would be an interesting show for you to see and learn a little bit about the dogs and chemistry. And I thought, well, what is it about dogs and chemistry that would be interesting? And I think the most interesting thing is how dogs can smell disease and how they can serve us by detecting and alerting us to changes in our body and how important that is. So we have that coming up. I thought that it would be fun to start out, honestly, with seeing some pups and letting you know just a little bit about what's going on with Anahata. Anahata is currently at at in Las Vegas with her godchildren. She's taken them out for a celebration. She does a leadership circle with young entrepreneurial women. They're anywhere from 8 years old to 18, and it's wonderful. They're a wonderful group of people. My daughter's part of it, and they took a trip together to go to Las Vegas to celebrate and be together. So she's there and won't be joining us unless she suddenly decides that she wants to pop in for fun. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and admit myself in on another phone, and I'd love to give you a sneak peek, a little sneak peek at some of the pups that aren't on the site. So I'm going to admit myself here and mute here. See. Oh, okay. So now I'm here, and we're going to do, let's see here. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and why isn't it showing my camera yet? Hold on here. 1 second, everyone. This is a fun little thing to do. There we go. Okay, you can see me now on my camera, and I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna close this one for a second. There we go. All right. Let's go for a little walk and do a sneak peek of the pups. Um, So, you see on the website always has all of our available puppies on it. And I do photos pretty much every other week. If the dogs change their appearance, then we go ahead and we do photos. But most of the time people don't get to see the pups when they're like this unless we've done photos a little earlier. So I'm going to show you some really cute puppies here in their early stages. So let me see here. I'm gonna flip the camera now. Let's see. Flip. There we go. Now, here's Mama. You see Mama standing guard in front of her puppies. This is Molly Bean, and she is just one of the most absolute precious moms we have. She's a micro, you can see. And she had this beautiful litter over here. We're gonna meet any second. Look at them. See how cute they are when they're looking at. This is the stuff that we get to see every day. That is just a joy that we get to interact with these little babies and see them develop. See, they're all starting to peek out of their little place now. Now this is called a whelping pen, and the whelping pen is necessary when you're having newborns because it has these. You don't see them in this one, and well, okay. But normally you put a little shelf in here and then they could hide under the shelf. So these guys are just about ready to come into a pen where they're going to get to play and interact with mama and start eating food. Let's see how beautiful they are. Look at them. Look at this. Here we go. Hi. Hey, this girl. Hi, sweetheart. These guys are not on the site yet, but you could look forward to seeing them soon. Um, Look at this guy. What a really tiny super micro looks like when they're just babies. Hi, super girl. There's only one boy in here, and he's already been placed. Is this him? No, this is another girl. Look at her. Oh my God. That's so cool. Anyway, so I happen to just actually, one of the things that most people don't see also here when we're doing this is you don't get to meet our staff. And I thought it'd be lovely to actually to meet one of our oldest staff here. He's been here over 8 years. And this is hey Keith. And just stand over there. There you go. This is Keith. This is everybody. Keith, I thought I'd ask maybe if you'd share, one of the things you love about working here. What is it?
Great thing about working here is doing these guys right here. When we start from the beginning, we breed the moms, then we have the babies, then we take care of the babies. It's our job to make sure that they're healthy, and we got our creed is health, health and happiness. And one of the things that we make sure that we do is that we keep these guys clean and healthy. There's different stages where first they feed on their mom and then they graduate. Right now, these pens have blankets, then they'll graduate to paper and beds. Then they go to what we call breeder's edge, which is a milk substitute. And then they go to soap kibble. And then they go to hard kibble, and then they get put on the site, and then they get sold, and then you guys get to take them home and just enjoy them. They're the most wonderful little dogs in the world, and so it all starts here from when they're brand new babies all the way up to where they get put on the site and sold. And so it's our job just to make sure that they're healthy, they're happy, and that they are ready to just go out into the big world and just be the greatest dogs ever. One of the other great things about working here is just getting to be with the moms. Molly Bean here is just one of the sweetest dogs, like Turo was saying. She's just a wonderful mom, and all these moms are. The great thing about Royal Frenchels is that the moms, I mean, most moms for sure, but these moms really do care for their babies. They do.
God.
They'll just they'll do anything for their babies. And so, really, we just want to make sure that moms are happy. Happy moms are happy babies, and then this is kind of where we're at in this stage. There's different stages that we have, like I was saying. They'll graduate to pins, and then
Let's see. Let's walk over. Oh my God, look how cute that dog is back there in the corner. She's playing. Look at her.
say happy puppies,
What
happy
is
mom,
that?
happy
What is
puppies.
that? Oh, guys, you guys are so lucky to see this. It's just so fun to see the babies playing right now. We got them right at the right moment. It's just super cute stuff. Yeah, well, I'll show you another. Oh my God, these guys are just remarkable, aren't they? Well, let's go look at another pen. But meanwhile, I thought it'd be fun to ask you, Keith, the kennel creed is order, is hygiene, is happiness, is health, seeing friends, shining personalities, to sale abilities, and blessed bonuses for all. Hear the call.
So this is the call.
This is the call. Here, well, we're gonna take a little walk here. Hold on, and I'm gonna show you guys just another pen that we have. Like when he's talking about that they graduate. So I hope this is interesting to you guys. Give us some thumbs up. Give us some likes. Give us something that's really great for you. And if you're digging, seeing behind the scenes a little bit, this is actually the room that we share. I'm in there our pups, and when we have visitors, we set up a pen here, and you could actually sit in the pen and hang out with the puppies. But right here, I'm just going to come in and flip my camera again. Let's see. And here's some of our other available puppies that you guys normally only see on camera when we bring them out of the room. But I figured we'd just show you a little bit of their home here. So they got paper, right? And they got a pen. They get a big old bowl of water, which looks like we need to get a refresh. Here's all the babies. So you can see the bigger they get more space. And then they also get a chance to go outside. sorry, outside. Let me flip this around here for a second. They get to go outside after this, after they've gotten their shots. They get to go outside and enjoy a big yard. And that's one of the things that we've always talked about is, we don't have runs for our dogs in the same way many um, that many breeders do. We have the joy and comfort of having a huge space, a big property, and our dogs, once they've had their right shots, are free to go out on the land, and they get exposed to all organisms that are part of them generating their natural flora and fauna in their gut and all of their proper immune system development. And as if many of you are, trained or aware of your food and, quality food, we've come a long way in understanding that, sterility, as far as monocultures or, single, even the breed is an example of diversity giving more health, right? So the more diverse ecosystem your little puppy is exposed to, the more their immune system is going to grow and develop, and the stronger and healthier they're going to be. And of course, they're free. They're so happy. So at certain, like just around 8 weeks or 8.5 weeks, we bring them out, and their first out typically is on a photo shoot with me. And oh my God, it is like the coolest and happiest thing ever. So I'm going to switch over back to this camera here, and I'm going to leave the roving camera. That was so awesome to meet Keith. I hope you all enjoyed meeting Keith and seeing some of those puppies. So let me see here. Turn this on, turn this off. There we go. All right, I'm back over here. All right, so anyway, yeah, let us know if you love that. That was really fun to go around and share with you guys a little bit more. So now let's get into the dogs and a little bit of chemistry. Now, I used to teach chemistry in college, and I taught Chem 121 and Chem 130. There are all these different stages of chemistry for veterinarian techs and vets and nurses. So yeah, so I thought it would be interesting to share a little bit with you about um, how it is that dogs can detect disease, because I know that's really something that people get blown away by when they hear that dogs can be service dogs and that they're alert dogs, that they could actually smell when you have a chemical change occurring in your body. And it's like, well, how do they do that, right? Well, first of all, one of the things to know about dogs is that they have 300 million smell receptors compared to humans 6 million. 300 million compared to 6 million. Okay, so that is quite a lot different amount of receptors that they can smell. And their brain for smelling is 40 times larger than the human part of the brain that's there for smelling. So they could detect what are called volatile organic compounds. Now I'm gonna say this word a couple times, and I'm gonna explain it to you in a second because I know everyone's not chemists and all that. But they can smell these volatile organic compounds at the level of parts per trillion. Now, what does that mean? Parts per trillion. Parts per trillion means that if you have, like, let's say, a trillion tennis balls, right? Imagine 1 trillion tennis balls. And one of those trillion tennis balls is something that is a disease, let's say, right? A diseased ball. And maybe we could even think about them as cells, because that's more accurate for the human body, that the body is made of all these cells, right? And let's say one of those trillion cells is decomposing or having difficulty, oxidative stress, whatever it is, and it's emitting an odor. That odor can be detected by your dog. That's one out of out of a trillion, 1 part per trillion. So really get that. That's $1 in $1 trillion. It is tiny, right? Tiny. So we talk about how our dogs, how Royal Frenchels, and how building this bond with your dog is this like precious opportunity that humans have, and that we've only touched on the surface of being able to connect to them in any special way. And this is like a physical, like chemical illustration of how powerful these animals are to detect things, and how different their world is from ours, and how important it is that we put ourselves in their paws. Put yourself in their paws, right? And really experience what that would be like, because your dog might be reacting to something, right? And you're like, well, why is the dog being that way? Well, have you considered that they might be smelling something that is intense and that you can't smell? Right? Have you considered that they are hearing something that they can hear that you can't hear? And those are two things that Anahata has impressed in her new book, The Way of the Dog, which is almost out, folks. And just a little note, you can sign up to get notified the second it's out and get the first copies with the sign up form in the description below. You'll see it. But it's one of those things that really helps you contemplate and appreciate for 1 second. Like, wow, my dog is in a completely different world while being in the same world as me. So it's something that helps you really get that the interest and intrigue in them over correction. Like the impulse to just correct a dog is normally the wrong impulse if you don't understand first what is happening with them. And this is something that we on how to drills into our staff here, because they're working, people here are managing dogs, and we're a professional breeding operation, so we have a bunch of dogs that have to get managed. So when a dog starts barking or making or behaving in a certain way, um, you can't just impulsively say, stop it, like be the what is taught as the dominant uh alpha in the room, right? She teaches us to be interested in them and to find out why they're barking, find out why they're making noises. And I can't tell you how many times that's happened for me already. And just the other day, this guy Reggie was out, and we have this fence line, and they start arguing. The dogs in the front yard argue with some of the dogs in another yard, and I'm like, Reggie, stop it, and she's like, Reggie just wants a relationship, Arturo. And I was like, really, like, but I have to correct him. She's like, what is he, like, why would he listen to you if he has no relationship with you? It's like, would you listen to somebody who just came in from somewhere and was just like, be quiet, like out of nowhere, and trying to correct your behavior without any relationship? And I was like, absolutely not. I would take it as disrespectful. Well, it's the same thing with a dog, unless you have a relationship and you've earned the right to interact with them in that way, they're not going to respect you. Anahata's rule is you do 10 positive inputs to one correction, and you're not really counting, right? We're not like, okay, that was one. All right, check, check. You kind of just overflow yourself with like the love and appreciation for your dog. And then, when if they break like a house rule that you have maintained of hygiene, then you tell them that that's not okay, and they listen. Anyhow, so let's jump back into I'm gonna share some pictures with you, and I'm gonna describe a couple things. And I promise uh I'm gonna go slow and easy here, but it's not gonna be all chemistry, so don't worry and don't be scared, because I know people in their history of chemistry are like, it's like, who wants to do another chemistry class? I came here to see dogs. I don't want to see a chemistry class. Okay. But here you go. I promise you it'll be very interesting. So let me just open up some of these pictures here, and then we'll get to see some pups. I have Rebecca here. She's a good friend of the kennel, and she's going to help us get some pups, because Gigi is also out of town today. So let's see here. So I got to share my screen. Hold on. Oh, I am sharing my screen, but I didn't want to share all that. So let me do it again. Hold on here. Share. I'm going to go here. Okay. So now, all right, this is a cell, okay? This is the cell that's in your dog's body. So now when I talk about nutrition and stuff, I'm talking about their cellular health. Your your dog and you are made of cells that have parts, okay? The parts that are most interesting are the cell membrane. This wall here, it's the wall of the cell, and it's made of, this is where all those fatty acids go. All the omegas that you give your body go into this wall. Okay, so when I talk about that, that's what that is. Now, the cell in the human is a healthy cell and normally makes energy for the body, right? When the cell is damaged or diseased, it gets stressed and it doesn't make all of the things properly, right? So it gets stressed and it undergoes difficulty. So what we know is that they're energy factories, right? And that as the normal operation of your cell works, you make free radicals. Free radicals are basically oxygen-rich compounds that are seeking to decompose your body, which is why we use antioxidants. So antioxidants are the balance. So when you have antioxidants, you're maintaining a really good balance with your cells. All those free radicals that come from stress in your life or from any any bad compounds in your food, preservatives and things like that, your free radicals are generated, your antioxidants go and they go to the rescue and hit. But what happens when your cell is defeated, right? If the cell is defeated, and this is an AI generated image, this is not at all what it looks like, but I wanted you to really get a defeated cell. Okay, so this is a defeated cell. This is a cell that maybe had cancer attack it, maybe is so stressed and damaged from a disease like like diabetes or something, right? And like once again, this is not it. But what I wanted you to see is there's gases that come off. Now, you have natural compounds in your body that are like your proteins. They're made of carbon, right? Carbons, all these different carbon chains. And many people have been aware of that, know that. And when your cell starts to get that stress, it starts to break down its functions and release what are called volatile organic compounds. These volatile organic compounds, they're called volatile because like water is not a volatile organic compound. If I try to smell water, it doesn't smell like anything. It doesn't smell like anything because the molecules aren't being released into the air really fast. There's not massive amounts of them getting released into the air. But with a volatile organic compound, something that comes from carbon, those compounds evaporate. They're volatile. They evaporate very quickly and they go up into the air. So they leave your body, right? So when your cell, just get this, remember, 1 in 1 trillion cells, your dog can detect an odor. Okay. So now let's say you're precancerous and suddenly one of your cells starts off gassing. Okay. Like this is not medical terms. Okay. This is layman's description. I just want you to really understand the mechanics here. Your cell starts to give off gases that are volatile organic compounds, right? And now when you breathe, right? This is a cool AI generated image too, right? When you breathe, you are releasing different compounds, not just the carbon dioxide that you're used to, but these different compounds, right? So all those colors are there. And guess who can smell that 1 part per million of disease in your cells? Your dog. Now, your dog has, let me just show you this picture. Their smell receptors, now this is like exploded, right? It's like taken out. They have all those smell receptors that we don't have in our nose. So they're going to pick up on that smell before anyone can. Now, the key with you and your dog, right, is that they learn what that smell is. So a lot of training facilities that are teaching alert dogs is they're basically teaching them the alert to smell the specific compound of your condition and then to do something in response that is their alert, right? So we have alert dogs here, and Royal Frenchels, by the way, naturally alert. They are they what we call they learn it by themselves. Their nature as pack creatures and companion strong dogs, they are naturally going to tell you when they notice you're not well. And you can hear on all of our videos that our customers share that when people feel stress or they feel emotional, The dog picks up on it immediately. The Royal Frenchel will come, lay on their chest, lay by their side, go look at them in the eyes. They are so in tune with your well-being that they respond naturally. So for diseases or for any physical condition, Royals kind of have a response by themselves that they naturally are doing, and you just have to notice what it is, then encourage it and say, yes, that was so good that you did that. Do it again anytime I feel this way. And then that's how that happens. But formally trained other dogs are more like this situation where they're exposing the dog to the specific compound that scientists know get released under on when cancer is when the during the onset of cancer, during the onset of diabetes, during the onset of anything, right? They can identify that compound, train the dogs, and then they learn. Now, this is so powerful because dogs can smell when you have cancer or have shown. I shouldn't make these like claims because I know it's how it is, and it's not. It has to be justified by tests and everything. But there have been tests and there have been studies that show that dogs pick up on cancer before equipment does in medical industries. So think about that for a second, okay? We're going to go back to the 1 in a trillion. All disease starts with one cell. Okay. Everything starts with one. No matter what it is, it all starts with one. Okay. One day, one moment, one choice, one cell. All right. So one cell in your body gets sick. If your dog can smell that early onset of a condition you have and tell you, you can start treating for it quicker. Now, by the time the detection equipment picks it up, you've already formed tumors or cancerous growths. Growths are an accumulation of cells, like a large accumulation. So it would be the smartest thing to have a dog, if you know you're prone to any condition, trained to detect it early, and it'll save your life. So once again, our dogs are amazing in that way. Now, this technology, this understanding that they can smell to detect that the odor is the key indicator, folks. The odor, the volatile organic compound, is the first sign of disease. So instead of us trying to observe with scans a growth that is already amassed, why not detect it before it's amassed, right? Detect it before it's amassed. So now technology is studying the techno. This is a funny AI generated image, but the idea is we are now trying to reproduce the nose of a dog in tech. We are looking to reproduce the ability it has to detect 1 in 1 trillion sense of specific diseases. So when you go to the doctor, they can use that machine instead to say, hey, you know what? You're off gassing certain volatile organic compounds that are prevalent for this disease, that disease, or that disease. Now, isn't that smart? Another gift from our dogs, folks. I mean, wow. Well, there you go. I think that's all I have as far as that goes. I hope that was inspiring and interesting to you, and that maybe you have a little interest in the chemistry of what dogs are picking up. I think it's a fascinating field to know the chemistry of how their molecules can pick up the sense of the molecules we have on the subtlest level to help us, because they're all about helping their pack. They're all about helping their humans. They're all about continuing this evolved bond that we've generated over these years. There you go. All right. Gosh, I wish I could answer questions or anything, but I'm not able to because we don't have anyone else in the stream. But I'm going to go ahead and stop that, and I hope that benefits people. And now let's talk about the bottle. All right. And then meanwhile, Rebecca's going to go ahead and get us some of our available puppies. Um, she's going to get the first, let's do the Cotton Crew. Bring him in. Thanks. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, the tail wagging love travel water bottle. Look, one of our customers, I was sharing last week, just took our dog to England because she had Wesley. Wesley's the boy I helped raise. And she went to England and wrote us after saying the bottle was a saver. Why is the bottle a saver? Because it's not just a regular water bottle, right? It is a water bottle for you and your dog. It has a wide mouth so you can go in there and wash it with a brush so it gets cleaned well. It has a smaller lid here, right? So you can drink from it yourself and serve your dog water. And then, ta-da, it has the bonus trays in the bottom. Now this one has kibble in it, so you can see that you can put kibble in for your dog. And and it has another one, right, for water. So you can sit there and you can have all you need when you're traveling, which is like so killer. Now, I highly recommend it. It's great for going out for the day. Everybody once in a while will forget to bring the stuff for their dog. They're rushing out the house. Just keep it in your car, man. Have some kibble in there, have some water in there. You're out for the day. Boom, you run into the need for water. Boom, you have it with you. No stress. Keep that oxidative chemistry down, folks. Keep the oxidation of your cells down. Yeah. All right, so let's see some puppets. Okay. So we have this little boy here. This is Ernest. Hi, Ernest. Here's my good boy, Ernest. Oh, he's excited. He's excited, Ernest. Now, ladies and gentlemen, people online watching, if you want to meet these guys, all you got to do is set up an appointment with us and we will meet with you on Zoom just like this. And you get to meet every puppy here and you get to ask questions and you get to look into their eyes and get to know them. And I can't tell you how effective that is for so many people. We have customers all over the country and in Europe, and they meet with us like this first. And then some of them will never actually even meet the dog in person, but because we have such a good reputation and a history, and we have, we're credible and we're really here with dogs because a lot of places are scammed. People trust us enough to get their dogs, and then their dogs go and they get sent to the local airport and they meet them at the airport, and then they bring their dogs home. Ernest. Ernest has the greatest kisses ever, I have to say. Now, if you don't want your dog to do this, you could always correct them. I'm enjoying it right now, but you could always just say, settle. And they say, good boy. There's a good boy. That's the way we do it. It's like a quick settle and then good boy. Because you want to praise them while they're doing what's right. And it's not about punishing them, it's just giving them information, right? So we give them information, settle, good boy. And then he just falls into place. Look at that. He's a good boy. Yes, he is. Snuggle man. He is so sweet. And hear his little sounds. You say that, Ernest? Mr. Ernest? Okay. Look at that little belly. You got the belly? You got the belly? Okay, that's Ernest. Nice to see you, Ernest. Nice to see you. Say hi, everybody. Okay, this is Ernest. He's available. He's ready to go. Okay. Oh, and this Teddy, Mr. Teddy. Oh my goodness. Hi, Teddy. Hi. Second. And this, I just think I might have made a mistake on his name. I just want to make sure. Hold on. Yeah, this is our boy, Teddy. He is Teddy, man. Now, Teddy is super chill. Notice his nature is to just settle in and just be a calm, loving presence in your space. He's just a good boy. Yes, he is. And he's a silky coat, so you can see the tufts of his hair on him. It's not long hair, it's just short, silky hair. And just an absolute love, just like the other guy. But definitely a little bit more chill. Royals in general are very moderate energy. So, they're anywhere between like a 6 and a 7 on energy compared to dogs. Meaning they love to snuggle. They'll stop their play to hang out for a visit. And they like to play and they can be active and enjoy being active. So it's also how he is. So show you his body. It's Teddy. Teddy's a micro. Good boy, Ted. Yay. Yeah. See, that's Teddy. See how relaxed he is? His sister, what was her name? Kismet Rose was his sister, and we heard from her family. It's just so blown away at how chill she is. And it's like you don't even have to do puppy training, is the truth with these guys. They just are so adaptable and so easy, and they want to make things well, and they want to be with you. They want to connect. So they just make it easy. Look at how easy he is. They should call you Easy Street. Easy Street. Next up is Basil, the other one. Let's bring him here. You just bring him on over. And here we go. Yeah. Um, while we are doing that, I have to say, I had the joy and privilege of rereading Anahata's book, The Way of the Dog, now that it has its images and stuff, and I can't wait to share. I'm going to share one page with you that is a little sneak preview. Today is all about sneak previews. Okay, now we have Basil. He's a good boy. And he coming up. Here's Basil. Basel. Hi, Basil. Which I initially was calling him Basil, but everyone calls him Basil. Mr. Basil. Good boy. Good boy. He looks like a dog. My first Royal Frenchel was named Buster, and Buster had eyeliner just like this. We call it natural eyeliner. You see how it's nice and dark around his eyes? Makes it look like he has makeup on. Okay, saddle. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. That's a good boy. Yeah. This is Basil. Let's see. It's Basil. Says markings. It's a good boy. He's ready to go also. Oh, sorry, Basil. Sorry. And then after that, I'll show you Fanny, and then we'll go see Dante and Annabella. And that'll be good for our puppy time. Ooh. Come in, Fanny Bell. There's Fanny. Okay, there's Basil. Hey, great, Fanny. Did you get yourself in the water, Fanny? Hmm? Did you dive in the water? Fanny is super intelligent, super fun. She definitely, she's the one who's strategizes really well. She thinks things through to get what she wants and to enjoy herself. She has a good time, Miss Girl here. She's so great. This is Fanny. That a girl. That a girl. That a girl. There you go. So the next two. Yeah. Okay. While she gets the next two, I'll do that sneak preview for you. Let's see here. All right. Get it together. Um, let's see here. So we're gonna go here. One moment, folks. Yeah, there we go. Adobe Reader. Oop. Put it up. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Share. There we go. Okay. So now this is definitely a sneak preview. So I'm gonna go to I'm going to go to here. We're going to go to chapter, let's see, chapter 6. How to generate love with your dog. Love is not a mystery. Now that is something that I think a lot of people are going to enjoy learning about. Now, this is my new, now pardon that, this is obviously we're still, we're working on these things, right? We're finishing them up for everyone to enjoy. But this chapter really blows me away. It's love is not a mystery, it's a skill you can learn. And the first quote says, love deepens when we take the time to see not just what our dogs do, but who they are. That's where the sacred begins. And this is a beautiful picture of this man with his dog. And then love, believe it or not, is not just a feeling, it's a skill. And like any skill, you can practice it. You can also think of it like a simple equation. And we have this cool graphic here. So it's okay. So the equation is like being witnessed for who you are, plus being considered valuable, plus consistent interest, plus ongoing care. And then again, being witnessed, being considered valuable, consistent interest, and ongoing care. And that ritual there creates a felt sense of love, which she calls the love equation. Um, and I just love this, I just love this here. She says, let's say someone looks at you and says, you are wonderful just because you exist. There's nothing you could ever do that would make me stop caring about you. I think you're valuable and I want to know you. Now, that's the message. That's the exercise. That's the like intent of that you would go at your dog with when you're doing the exercise. Why don't get Serafina and one of the tricolors. So that's a little sneak preview. I hope you guys enjoy that and know that to sign up for this, just go ahead into the reviews, get your sign up with us, and we'll make sure you get the first invitation to get a copy. And I promise you, this book will change people's lives. I'm really excited about it. Just reading it helps me. It's like I've already read it, right? I've read it twice before the last few days when I went to review all the images in it and everything. And I swear, it's just like I believe everyone needs the reminder, the reminder of that, because it's easy to forget, life gets busy and our dogs are with us just being these loyal little companions all the time. And it's easy to forget the context and how brilliant they are and how much you can actually garnish in that relationship because and this book does that for you. So it's, I can see people using it as a regular reference, to kind of come back to do it. Like, it's like, as a family guy, I have two girls. There are times where I'm like, oh gosh, I want to do something special with my kids. And I wish there was like, this guide, like here's the top 50 greatest things you could do with your kids, and just choose one, right? For bonding, for memory making, for everything. And we normally do pretty good. I mean, we come up with stuff that's really great to do that's in their interests and my interests. But when you think about your dog, it's like, people get into the rote behavior. Like take your dog for a walk, feed your dog, snuggle on the couch. There's so many cool exercises in this book that give you ways to connect your dog that are just awesome for your relationship. So okay, now here's a special little girl. This is Serafina. This is Serafina. And we she's just a doll. See her little body here? Look at this. See? She's very rare. She has this blue coat and she has the double-sided thing. But don't let the colors and the appearance distract you from the precious soul that is here. This little girl is so sweet and she's super soft. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, sweetheart. Yeah, that's my girl. That's my girl. Hi. Hi. Folks, we would love your feedback on our show. You know, we always like to do some content, something that is valuable to you for your learning and relationship. And then we love showing you our puppies. So I hope this was enjoyable to you. And if you have any feedback, feel free to just write it in the comments. Let us know what you'd like to see. You know, we are a breeder. We want people to know what we're doing, you know, so that they feel comfortable with their dogs and learn more about them and what our methods are as far as what's special about these guys. And we're always happy to share. Or if you have any help you want with your dog or anything, please feel free to reach out to us. All right. Oh my goodness, there he is. There's the boy. There's the boy Dante. Oh, good to see you, Dante. Good to see you. This boy is a gem. He's a regular. So for all of you who've been out there looking for a regular, we don't have regular size too often. Here's your chance. This guy is an absolute love. Oh my God. And he's so uniquely colored. I mean, we have this um, gorgeous tannish and black. What does Anahata call it? What's that color she calls it? She calls it a better color than that. Caramel or I don't remember the name she gives this red. It's like a red. All right, sweet boy. Okay, saddle. Good boy. Good boy. There we go. Saddle. There you go. See that? See the people? You just gotta say hi first. Gotta say hi first. Gotta say hi first. Look, look. You see up there? See that? Yeah, this is Dante. Hi, Dante. Hi, Dante. Yeah, good boy. Dante's a complete love. There you go. There he is. So, regular Sarge. Good boy. And here's his sister, another regular. Annabelle. She is a doll. Oh my God. Look at how scrumptious she is. Hey, hi, Annabelle. Hi, Annabelle. She's like a little lion. Look at her. She's gorgeous and so soft. This is the silky coat. Well, this is like double silky. I mean, because her little hair here is like, oh my God, it's like velvet. And then she has the tufts of hair also. And she's just a sweetheart. Oh my God, she's so interesting. When we went out on our photo shoot, she was always into something cool, come back with a big stick and tell, look, Turo got this big stick. And then she'd go check out a plant and be, look, Turo, look at this. And she was constantly coming back and showing me stuff. She was so interactive that we just became great friends just on one little walk out. That's right, because you, Annabelle, you're the best person ever. That's my girl. Okay. Well, who else can we show you? Hmm?
This way?
Oh, he's not for sale.
Yeah.
Can you get me one of one of
Mhm.
his brothers? Just any of them? The ones I had out yesterday. I just took pictures of these guys. They're going to be going up soon. But for those of you who love the tricolor look, we have Willie and his bros. Willie and his bros on the site. Well, I'm just going to hang out with her. It is interesting doing a show all by myself. I wish I could interact with you guys. And I think that's what's fun about having a guest. But we do have some really cool guests coming up soon. So you guys get to look forward to that next week. All right. Okay, here we go. Here he is. He's a good boy. Yeah, you can take her. Now we got a couple boys just like this. Look at this. This is Willie. And Willie's on the site. But I wanted you to know he has some brothers. He's a good boy. And Willie is Seraphina's brother, actually. But for those of you who love tricolors, we have tricolors. And these guys are between smalls and regulars. So, for those of you looking for a small or a larger small, we have a nice little group of them. You okay, bud? You okay? You okay, buddy? Yeah, that's a good boy. Yeah. Well, that's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. That's my good boy. Come on, let's say hi. I want them to see your eyes. Can you show them your eyes? Hmm? There are people on the other side of the screen. They want to see your eyes. Yes, they do. They want to see your eyes. There they are. Look at how precious he is. That's my good boy. See that? You see them? See the people? Oh, no, you don't. It's too uncomfortable. I get it. I get it. I get it. All right. All right. That concludes the puppy part of our show. And I'm going to just start wrapping things up now, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for coming. Um, please like and subscribe to the channel if you love this content and you want to be reminded of more. Please give us feedback, like I said. Don't forget to sign up for The Way of the Dog. It's really exciting, coming out soon. And we got Mr. White happening. Mr. White is our AI service that is also in development. We've just accomplished a huge new level of development. Um, and anyways, let me just share my screen again for a couple other things before we go. And I'd love to share some things with you here. So one is we have changed our YouTube channel. And you can see Anahata's on there now. For the love of dogs and the people, we love them, you. Who love them, you. And on our YouTube channel, remember, you can see all of our live streams under live. You can see anyone we've done. Highly recommend this one that has the teeth on it. We have our guest, Robin Taylor, who is a retired veterinarian. I have to say that because I say retired vet and then people think it's a military vet, but she's also a vet from the military. Very interesting person, full of information. We're going to have her back on. Here we actually have a retired Army vet who he was airborne and is like a hero for our country. He has 4 Royal Frenchels. Those are his 4. And we have our last one we did with Samantha, who was here in person. So really great shows. I recommend going back and seeing some of them. And then here in our playlists, this is the place to go right here on our playlist, which is, whoops, it's supposed to be our playlists, our videos. And you could see all of the people that have done interviews for us, all of our customers, right? There's so many of them in here, and they are the most remarkable, heartfelt stories. But what I wanted to show you is Mr. White again. So this is Mr. White. He is an AI that was inspired by Mr. White's, which was Anahata's late service dog and best friend. And we have been working on this around the clock with our developers. It is a fantastic tool for dog people. You can literally upload your records to Mr. White. He will read them and take the data into his memory. So he's not just a file retriever or a file storage, he is a memory of what occurred and a smart memory. So he will read the vet record, he will know what occurred, and you could ask him at any time for any results or any reports or any summaries or any advice on your dog based off of their health history. On top of that, he records all of your conversation with him and exploration into the relationship with your dog. The Way of the Dog book is inside here, and you could actually read the book in here and make your own notes while you're doing the exercises, bonding with your dog. So this tool is invaluable. It is hot. It's new. It's got so many great new features. You are going to love it. This will come out also probably at the same time as the Way of the Dog book. So you get to look forward to that. Hey, if you want to be a beta tester, we're looking for beta testers. Please write us an email. Please reach out to us on our socials or on our email. Let us know who you are and we'll reach out to you. Please give your phone number. I'll give you a call. We'll talk to you. And we would love for you to beta test this as a new user. And then you get a free subscription for about 6 months. So let us know. We're here for that. And ladies and gentlemen, man, I've been talking a lot. And I hope you gain from it. I hope you remember from this that 1 in 1 trillion cells can be detected by your dog's smell, that disease starts with a smell, and your dog can pick it up, and that science is actually learning from the dog's ability to smell to help us stay safer. So once again, our beloved canine dogs, friends, loves are here for us to care for our lives in so many ways. I hope it benefits your life. I hope you come back. I hope you like us, and I hope you share with us and start to involve with us some more. And we will keep coming back with great content for you that helps you with your relationship with your dog, and continue to provide amazing dogs for amazing people. We love you. Love from Anahata Graceland out in Las Vegas, and love from the